let's check the pages. No stress. Okay, alright. Here we go. Close other apps. No, yeah, I don't need this. Great. Okay. Where's the live scene? Oh, you can see me. Okay, it's not a big deal actually. I can see myself.
Okay, so it must be working then.
Yeah, it is. It's just Skype. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Great. Okay. It's working. Close other apps. Working. And let's check the the VK one. Oh, it's working. Magic. It's totally working.
Sweet.
That's good. Everything's fine except for Skype, but who cares? What I want is to just right. Great. Okay. Okay. Well, I can see myself, but I can't see the screen. Come on. Live scene. I have to add display capture. Okay. Done. Okay. Well, I'm getting something here. Let's see. Can they see you? Okay. Hopefully it's working. Looks like it is anyway. 3 seconds, because it seems to be working, but I kinda wanna check. Alright, this is working, and let's just check Facebook again. Well, it's working on VK anyway. I don't know about Facebook though. Can you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. See, I don't know if they're like, they should be seeing my screen now. Okay. Here's the Facebook one. Okay. It's working. Oh boy, let's wait for some people anyway. We got 1 person, 2 people, 150,000 people reached. Yeah. Okay. No, it's working again. Okay. So, well, everything's basically fine. Now I just gotta wait for the people to show up, but I did everything the way it's supposed to be. 0 people. How many people are actually on? 1. Give me a break. Well, at least we're here.
Yeah, we can give it a few more minutes maybe.
Yeah, definitely, because, you know. Maybe again I need to redo the advertising and find a different ad specialist. But everything's good here. Everything's good here. So that's fine. Reschedule, cancel the stream. No, it's working. Working. And no one is here few people. Maybe I have to like go to it actually. Maybe there's more people that I'm not seeing. Okay, so how many people are here? There are 4 people here. Okay, so we can start. How many people are here? There's, I guess, 1. Well, whatever. 5 people it is. So let's get going. Let me get rid of this. And pull up Skype. All right, so Rashel, can you introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, everyone. My name is Rashel, and I'll be giving your presentation today.
Excellent. Is this screen? Yeah. So when I pull it up. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and they should be able to see you. What if I turn it off? Just for funsies. What are they seeing? Okay, well, doesn't matter. Okay, so what's your presentation about? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so my presentation is called Tour de America, a journey through cities in the United States.
All right, excellent. So how we're doing this, you're gonna share, I'm gonna stop sharing, and then you start sharing your screen, right? And then I'm streaming it. Okay, super easy. Good, well, I'm ready.
Okay, I will share my screen.
Yeah. Excellent. Can you stretch it out? You know, the way you. Yeah.
I'm gonna go into presenter view. Short.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah, looks good to me.
Okay. Great. Am I good to start?
Yeah. Well, let me check one more time.
Okay.
We're getting more viewers now. Good. Well, that's what matters. We set everything up. Everything's working. Good. Alrighty. Well, this is good. I mean, this is the first one we're doing, so doing well. Yeah. Let me see.
Good to start?
Yeah, this is working. Ooh, exciting. The way
yeah.
Good. Everything's working. That's what I want to see. Viewers now. Good. Well, that's what matters. Yeah, we set everything up. Everything's working. Well, I can't see myself, but who cares? Okay, well, this is good. I mean, this is the first one we're doing, so turn on the volume there. Yeah. Good. Well, that's what matters.
Good to start?
We set everything up. Everything's working.
Yeah, let me know when you want me to start.
Alrighty. Boom. Well, this is good. I mean, this is the first one we're doing. Oh my God, be quiet. Me from the past. Okay, I turned out the volume. We're good. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. So, hi everyone. My name is Rashel, and my presentation today is called Tour de America, a journey through cities in the United States.
All right. I gotta translate, right? Всем привет, меня зовут Рашел, и сегодня мы поговорим о путешествиях по разным городам США. Okay. Good. Let's keep going.
Okay, first I will introduce myself, then I will talk about the American cities that I have lived in.
Сначала я представлюсь, а потом расскажу о тех городах американских, в которых я уже жила. Okay.
I have not lived in Portland, Maine, but I have visited, and it's the sister city to Arhangelsk, so I will talk about it.
Я не жила в Портленде, Мэйне, но это город-сестра Архангельска, и я о нем поговорю.
Then I will give you a chance to ask questions or make comments and leave you with my contact information.
Потом я дам вам шанс прокомментировать, задать вопросы и оставлю свои контактные данные. Good.
So I am 26 years old and I am Turkish American.
Мне 26, я турец-американец. I don't know I forgot the Russian word for Turkish. Okay,
that's okay.
Let's keep going.
So this means that my parents are from Turkey, but I grew up in America.
Okay. То есть мои родители из Турции, но я выросла в США. Okay.
I am a citizen of both America and Australia.
Ага. Я гражданин США и Австралии.
In addition to English, I speak Turkish, which I learned from my parents, and Japanese, which I learned in school.
Помимо турецкого, я также еще говорю на английском. What other language was it?
Japanese, which I learned.
И японский. То есть японский, английский и турецкий. Okay.
Okay. So I went to college at the University of Chicago.
Я закончила колледж в университете Чикаго.
I did a master's at Boston University.
В Бостоне университете я закончила магистратуру.
And I'm currently a medical student at University of Texas Southwestern in Dallas, Texas.
Да, и теперь я медстудент университета Техаса. Okay. Yep.
Okay, my favorite hobbies are playing volleyball and downhill skiing.
То есть мои любимые хобби это волейбол и катание по горам, ну на лыжах вниз. То есть,
Okay. So before I lived in America,
до того как я жила в США, переехала туда.
Sorry, go.
No, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I was born in Sydney, Australia.
Я родилась в Сиднее, Австралии.
And I immigrated to the US at 4 years old.
Эмигрировала в США, когда мне было 4.
We moved to a place called the San Francisco Bay Area, which is outlined in red.
Да, то есть мы переехали в выделенную зону в Калифорнии, такой называется, так сказать, залив Сан-Франциско, да?
It is where Silicon Valley is located, where there are a lot of big tech companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook.
То есть Кремниевая долина находится именно здесь, такие компании, как Facebook, Apple, да, все находятся тут. Good. Yep.
I lived here from age 4 to 18.
Я жила здесь от 4 до 16. До 18. С 4 до 18 я жила здесь. Yep.
So this is what it looks like from an airplane. The tall buildings in the middle are San Francisco.
То есть вот так выглядит фотография вот этой Кремниевой долины, залива Калифорния. Да, то есть вот эти все здания можно видеть.
This is what it looks like from the ground.
Это вид с земли, так сказать. Yep.
Oops, sorry. Okay. So a big part of Californian culture is going to farmers markets.
Да, то есть большая часть культуры это фермерские маркеты, то есть рынки. Люди очень любят туда ходить в Калифорнии.
So you can buy things like fresh fruits, vegetables, fish, and bread.
То есть там можно купить свежие фрукты, свежую рыбу, вот, и все остальные вещи, да.
So my mom and I would visit the same farmers market every Sunday.
То есть моя мама и я всегда ходили на один и тот же рынок, каждое воскресенье.
And we did this for 14 years.
И мы туда ходили 14 лет подряд.
So the farmers knew me very well.
То есть фермеры меня очень хорошо знали. То есть на этих рынках вот именно фермеры, да, это не просто продавцы, это действительно фермеры, которые свои, так сказать, овощи, фрукты, рыбу, там, мясо продают.
Just a second, I think the light turned on.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Technical difficulties.
Okay, so the top right is a picture of my mom and I with one of the farmers we knew.
То есть фотография справа, в правом углу, повыше, да, это моя мама и один из фермеров, вот, которых мы знали с этого рынка. Yep.
So another big part of Californian culture is the beaches.
Еще одна большая часть культуры Калифорнии это пляжи.
So this is a photo of my mom and I at the beach.
It's a nice picture. Yeah, это моя фотография, это я с мамой на пляже в Калифорнии.
Okay. So the San Francisco Bay Area has many Indian and Asian immigrants.
То есть это вот в Калифорнии залив Калифорнии, Там очень много японцев, людей из Азии. Who else was there? You say Mexicans?
Indian and Asian. There are a lot of Mexicans as well, actually, if you want to add that.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, да, то есть там много мексиканцев, там много людей из Индии. Like Native Americans or Indians from India?
Indian from India.
Окей, да, то есть много индусов, много людей из Азии, так Япония, Китай и так далее, и мексиканцев. То есть много иммигрантов. Окей.
And it also has a large Japanese population.
И также там очень много японцев, да, очень большая население состоит из японских жителей. Good.
So in high school, when I was studying Japanese, I had the chance to visit this Japanese garden.
То есть, когда я была в школе, и у меня был шанс посетить японский сад.
And this Japanese garden is in the Bay Area.
И этот сад находится также в заливе Калифорнии, в заливе Сан-Франциско. Вот, теперь я... Окей, да, дальше.
Okay. So San Francisco is, I guess, the center of the Bay Area.
То есть Сан-Франциско это центр залива.
And it's known for its beauty and its many hills.
И очень, так сказать, ценится своей красотой и множеством холмов.
And here is a photo of a street in San Francisco and a famous streetcar.
То есть это фото Сан-Франциско и одного из трамваев очень знаменитых оттуда.
So after I graduated from high school, I moved to Chicago for college.
После того, как я закончил школу в Калифорнии, я переехал в Чикаго, или Чикаго, да, Иллинойс, чтобы начать обучение в университете.
And I lived there for 4 years.
Я там жила 4 года.
Chicago is known for its architecture and its elevated subway system called the L.
То есть Чикаго очень славится. Wait, what was the first part?
It's known for its architecture.
Архитектурой. Да, очень славится своей архитектурой и своим метро, которое называется L.
The city is on Lake Michigan.
То есть находится на озере Мичиган.
And it also has a river called the Chicago River.
Также есть река под названием Чикаго. Okay.
Here are more pictures of Chicago.
Так, еще фотографии из Чикаго.
When the weather is warm, people like to spend time at the lakeshore.
То есть когда погода теплая, люди любят проводить время на берегу этого озера Чикаго.
However, Chicago gets a lot of thunderstorms in the summer as well.
Но также там бывает довольно много, как сказать, штормов, то есть штормовая погода. Okay.
Chicago has a lot of beautiful street art.
В Чикаго есть много очень красивых граффити.
And these are photos of Chicago in the evening.
И это фотография Чикаго вечером. Ближе к ночи. Good.
So these are photos of the University of Chicago where I went to college.
1 second, I just want to see if I can
Yeah.
video capture device so people can actually see me. I don't know, it's not that important, but what if?
Yeah, we can take a break.
What if? Oh my God, okay, they can see me now. Oh,
Awesome.
How fancy. Bam. I mean, at least I'm in this, you know.
Yay! Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Agreed.
It's more human
Aesthetic.
input, you know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm happy now. All right. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, so these are photos of the University of Chicago where I went to college.
Nice. Beautiful. Да, I forgot, I gotta translate. Yeah, то есть это фотография университета, где я учился в университете.
At the beginning of each school year, my friends and I would go apple picking.
То есть в начале каждого учебного года я и мои друзья шли собирать яблоки.
Unlike most American universities, we spent most of our time studying instead of partying.
То есть в отличие от большинства американцев, Мы проводили свое время в книжках, то есть готовились к урокам, они просто ходили на вечеринки. Угу. Yep. Good.
When I got tired of the library, I would study in coffee shops. Chicago has a lot of them.
Да, потом, когда я устала от, так сказать, подготовки к урокам в библиотеке, я начала ходить по разным кафешкам в Чикаго, их там очень много, и пить кофе там, да, и готовиться к занятиям. Yeah. Так.
Chicago has a great food and restaurant scene.
Да, то есть в Чикаго очень много хороших ресторанов. Вот, yep.
It's known for its deep dish pizza, but I did not include a photo of it here because I find it very heavy.
То есть там также есть знаменитая пицца deep dish, то есть как бы, которая готовится в глубокой, так сказать, не тарелке, как это будет? Глубокая, так сказать, пицца deep dish, да? Вот, она больше на пирог похожа, но здесь фотки нету с ней.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chicago also has a Chinatown and lots of Asian food.
Также в Чикаго есть Китай-город, там есть множество китайских ресторанов.
These are pictures of Chinese, Thai, Japanese, and Korean food.
То есть здесь есть фотографии китайской, японской, корейской и тайской еды. Все на этих фотографиях.
So the city has a lot of culture.
То есть очень много культуры, так сказать, в этом городе.
There are many bookstores.
Множество книжных магазинов.
You can also attend concerts of the Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
Также есть множество концертов в Чикагском концертном холле симфоническом.
And it's one of the best in the country.
И один из лучших в стране. То есть вот это концертный зал, это один из самых лучших в стране, да, тот, который находится в Чикаго. Yeah, good.
Every year there is an electronic music festival called Spring Awakening.
Каждый год в Чикаго также проходит фестиваль электронной музыки под названием «Пробуждение весны».
In 2015 I got to see Tiesto.
И в 2015 году я видела артиста под именем Тиесто на этом фестивале. Good.
And that's the bottom photo.
Это было внизу, то есть огромный концерт. Good.
Finally, the Chicago ice hockey team is called the Blackhawks.
The Blackhawks. Okay. Так, и это... Wait, that's the name of the stadium or the team?
That's the team's name, the Blackhawks.
Да. И также чикагская команда по хоккею называется Черные Hawks. I don't know what that is. What's a hawk?
A hawk, it's a type of bird.
Oh, hawk. Oh, that's like
yeah,
hawk.
sorry.
I was like, hawk? Yeah, то есть черные ястребы. Нет, черные орлы. Черные орлы. Okay, I got it, yeah.
Yeah. So I got to go to a game of theirs.
Very nice. То есть я была на игре вот этой команды. When was that?
I think this was also 2015 or 2016.
То есть в 2015-2016 году, то есть я была на игре черных орлов, это команда Чикаго по хоккею. Very nice.
Yeah, there was a Russian ice hockey player they recruited named Artemy Panarin, I think.
Wow, Russian one.
Russian, yeah. He was really, I liked his style a lot, the way he played.
То есть также там был русский игрок, которого звали... What again? Can you repeat his name?
His name. So his first name was Artemy, and his last name was Panarin.
Panarin. Артем Панарин. Okay. So and he was recruited, yeah. То есть его наняли в эту команду, и я очень понравился его стиль игры. Okay. Good.
After I graduated from college, I moved to San Diego for work.
Потом я переехал обратно в Сан-Диего из-за работы, после того, как закончил университет Чикаго. Yeah.
And I lived there for a year and a half.
И там я жила 1,5 года.
San Diego, at its core, is a beach town.
То есть как бы основная не то что функция Сан-Диего, то есть это город-пляж, пляжный город.
It has almost perfect weather year-round.
То есть там практически всегда идеальная погода в течение всего года. Мгм.
So surfing and beach volleyball are very big in San Diego.
То есть там в Сан-Диего очень популярный волейбол и серфинг.
And I played a lot of beach volleyball when I was there.
Ага, то есть я очень много играла в волейбол там, когда я там была, и также серфингом занималась в то время, когда я там работала и жила. Мгм.
So I then decided to move to Boston for my master's.
Ooh, I've been there. It's pretty nice. Ага, и потом я переехала в Бостон, Массачусетс, чтобы поступить на магистратуру. Мгм.
And
Yeah.
I lived there for 2 years.
Там я жила 2 года. Мгм.
So I took this photo from my friend's apartment building.
Мгм. То есть я сделал эту фотку из квартиры, из окна квартиры одного из моих друзей там. Мгм.
And Boston has a river called the Charles River,
Ага, в Бостоне есть река под названием Чарльз.
and you can see that in the right photo.
Ага, на самой правой экране фотографии можно ее видеть.
And it's one of the oldest cities in America.
Один из самых старейших городов США. Мгм.
This is Boston in the fall and winter.
Мгм. То есть это Бостон осенью и зимой.
And the photo on the left is the street that I lived on.
Мгм. Так, и фото слева это та улица, на которой я жила.
Some more photos of Boston.
Мгм. Еще фотографии Бостона. Мгм.
I also lived very close to Fenway Park, which is
Mhm.
the stadium of the baseball team.
Мгм. Также я жила рядом с Фенвей парком, это бейсбольный стадион, известный в Бостоне. Мгм. Okay.
And the baseball team is called the Red Sox.
Так, и сама команда называется «Красные носки», Red Sox. Мгм. Да, это бостонская команда бейсбола.
So Boston is known for MIT and Harvard University.
Мгм. То есть Бостон очень известным университетом Гарварда и MIT, это технический университет. Очень известный. Мгм.
Yeah, so this is a photo of me and my friends on the
Mhm.
Harvard campus.
Мгм. То есть это фотка меня и моих друзей на территории университета Гарварда. Мгм.
So just 30 minutes south of Boston, you can find beautiful hiking trails.
Мгм. То есть в 30 минутах от самого Бостона можно найти очень красивые дорожки, по которым можно походить, побегать в лесах. Мгм.
Okay. So earlier this year, I got into medical school, so I moved to Dallas, Texas.
Мгм. То есть чуть в этом году, в начале этого года, я поступила в медшколу и переехала в Техас.
And I've been living there since August.
Ага, я там жила с августа.
So this is a photo I took from the top of my university hospital.
Мгм. Это фото, которое я сделала на крыше моего университета, ну, медицинского университета. That's Austin, right?
This is Dallas.
Dallas, oops, yeah. Это Даллас, Техас. Мгм.
So I don't know too much about Texas yet, but I do know that Texans love barbecue.
Мгм. Техасцы обожают барбекю. Мгм. То есть она не знает много о Техасе, но барбекю они очень любят. Ага, люди из Техаса. Yeah.
And I was also able to find beach volleyball here.
Ага, также я нашла волейбол, пляжный волейбол, места, где можно этим заняться. Мгм.
Okay. So our bonus city is Portland, Maine, and it's an hour and 45-minute drive from Boston.
Мгм. Да, то есть Портланд, Мэйн это бонусный, так сказать, город, который мы обсудим. Вот, и он находится где-то 1,5 часа от Бостона. Портланд, Мэйн, это город-сестра Архангельска. Мгм.
And yeah, it's the sister city to Arkhangelsk.
Мгм. Да, то есть город сестра Архангельска. Или город побратимый город. Yeah. Okay.
So when I visited, I decided to bike around Portland.
Мгм. Да, то есть, когда я посещала его, я решила прокатиться на велосипеде по нему.
I actually met these friends for the first time on this trip.
Мгм. Тут я встретил вот этих друзей, вот когда во время этого путешествия на велосипедах по Портландам. Мгм.
So this is the town center.
Это центр Портленда, Мэйна.
I biked 60 kilometers when I was there.
То есть я проехал на велосипеде где-то 60 километров, когда я была в Портленде, то по окрестностям.
And as you can see, it's gorgeous.
И как вы можете видеть, это там очень красиво.
I found a cute bakery and coffee shop.
То есть я нашла очень милую кафешку там. И, то есть это кафе и пекарня. Одно в одном. Все в одном. Yep.
So Maine has very fresh seafood.
То есть в Мэйне очень свежая там морская еда. Не морская еда. I forgot the word. Seafood, yeah.
And I got to eat delicious oysters and also French fries with cheese.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. Да, и там я ела мидии плюс картофель фри с сыром. То есть там свежая морепродукция. Yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah.
So Maine is actually specifically known for its lobster roll, which you can see here.
Yeah, то есть у Мэйна есть очень знаменитое блюдо, называется lobster roll, то есть это как бы хот-дог с лобстером.
And on the side are onion rings.
Да, и также к гарниру там есть луковые кольца.
Finally, Portland has many lighthouses.
Также в Портленде есть очень много маяков.
And here's another lighthouse.
Да, и еще один маяк здесь.
And this is the end of my presentation.
Да, это конец моей презентации.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm good, yeah.
But I have a few more slides with some of my favorite things.
Yeah, let's do that. Get into it. Okay.
So these are my favorite books, movies, and TV shows.
Это мои любимые книги, сериалы и фильмы.
I have many more, but I just picked a few for this.
Да, у меня есть гораздо больше, вот, но я выбрала несколько именно для вот этой презентации.
Okay, and then these are my Russian favorites.
Это мои любимые русские вещи, такие как еда, куклы, вот, книжки, произведения искусства и так далее.
So I really like caviar. If I could, I would eat it every day.
То есть я очень обожаю икру, я бы ее ела каждый день, если бы у меня был шанс это сделать.
But yeah, unfortunately, it's very expensive. So.
Но, к сожалению, это очень дорого, поэтому пока такой возможности нет. Okay.
All right. So thank you again to Mark and his team for coordinating this event and allowing me to present.
Yeah, no problem. I'm really glad we did this, but we're not done yet. Если есть вопросы аудитории, пожалуйста, спросите. Я пока тоже пару вопросов спрошу. We got some. Let's check the chat.
And I'll just put up my contact information in the meantime.
Please do. Well, okay, but everything is working really well. Actually, this was basically a very good first event. So what I wanted to ask you is, of course, what's your favorite city, the one that you like the most out of all of these?
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this, but I figured someone might ask. So my favorite city is Boston.
Ooh, okay, tell me why.
What I like about Boston is it's very easy to walk around, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, it has a lot of culture, like Chicago.
Yeah.
But it's not as cold as Chicago.
Yeah.
So, Chicago is my second favorite city, only because its winters are so cold. But then again, you guys are living in Arkhangelsk, so you're probably used to it.
Yeah. I mean, Arkhangelsk is probably similar to Chicago in a lot of ways. So, I actually went to a city in Russia. It's called Orenburg. And it's down south next to Kazakhstan, and it's way colder there than it is here. And like, this is Arctic, So,
maybe it's the water.
Yeah, and we're close to the White Sea and everything, so I don't know. It's a
Wow.
like it's a continental climate thing.
Mhm.
Okay. What about Russia? What do you think about Russia? Have you ever been here, or what do you want to see? You know.
Yeah, I have not been to Russia, but I
Mhm.
will go back to this slide.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
did have a very close Russian friend back when I lived in Chicago. So
Mhm.
I learned a lot about Russian culture through him.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I like the food a lot. I think there's a lot of beautiful music that came out of Russia. So I think
Mhm.
Russia has a really rich culture.
Mhm.
Also, like a lot of great literature and art.
Mhm.
So.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions? Let me check. Well, nothing so far, but we're gonna. Yeah, everything's fine. Let's see. What else did I want to ask? What about you? What do you have? Any questions about Arkhangelsk or Russia, or maybe something along those lines?
Yeah, I'm really curious what kind of city Arkhangelsk is and like how it relates to
Hmm.
other big Russian cities.
Well, it's a kind of a typical Russian city. It's about 300,000 people. It's not that cold. It's actually fine. So most Russian cities are kind of similar. Arkhangelsk has some unique Pomor architecture. Its Pomors are the people that are like local natives and not the band, not the indie band, but the the local population, right, that live here. They're like fishermen, and so they created a lot of these beautiful wooden buildings and ships and stuff that you can only see in Arkhangelsk. So that's something. We also have this open air museum that would be great if you, of course, showed. Well, when you'll see it, it's called Malay Karely. It's very beautiful. A lot of unique Russian architecture there. Cathedrals made out of wood without any nails or anything, so a lot of interesting stuff like that. Um, hmm. Let's see. What about the Bay Area? What do you think about the prices there in San Diego? Is it, if you're, for example, if you're a middle class Russian who just wants to go there, is it possible, to live there for a while or to move there?
Yeah, the downside to California is the cost of living, like you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I think in terms of visiting, I would recommend San Diego instead of the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless like a specific reason why you would want to visit the Bay Area, but I
Mm-hmm.
think San Diego is better for visiting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in terms of like living there, I think it would be, it was difficult for me with my job, and I
Yeah.
was making more than minimum wage.
Well, that's
Um,
good. Yeah, especially in
yeah.
California. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but even still, it was difficult for me. Most people I know in San Diego, and in the Bay Area have roommates, like young
Mm-hmm.
people like us.
Of course.
Um, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
generally, the people who can live comfortably in California are older people who are almost like close to retirement.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, a lot of tech talent there, so the prices are rising because of all these companies. But hey, Elon Musk moved his factory or something to Texas somewhere or something, right? Did you
I
hear about
actually
that?
don't know about that here. Let me go back to the Bay Area map. I know that he had Tesla was based in Fremont,
Yeah.
which is in the Bay Area. I don't know. Can you see my mouse by any
Yeah.
chance?
No, I can't
Yeah.
see your mouse, but I can see your slides, so it's all good.
I wonder if I can annotate. Ooh, laser pointer. Can you see that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
sweet. Okay. So yeah, Fremont is right here.
Mm-hmm.
But it wouldn't surprise me if Elon Musk moved to Texas because where my parents live in Texas now, they don't live in California. They live in
Mm-hmm.
Austin, and
Yeah.
Austin is known for tech companies.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty hip city as it is, so I mean it makes sense
Yeah.
to move there. What can you tell us about Texas? Just living there. How's the culture like? Is it safe there and all that?
Yeah, people like their guns in Texas. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's a decent amount of Russians that I have met in Dallas, believe it or not.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Interesting.
yeah, yeah, I met them through volleyball. But
Nice.
in general, another big thing that I've noticed in Texas is a lot of people like to drive pickup trucks.
Uh-huh. Right.
And if you've ever heard the saying, like, everything is bigger in Texas,
Yeah.
that is a very true saying. Like, everything really is bigger in Texas.
Mm.
So, from
Yeah.
like cars to houses to food portions.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, everything is very spread out.
Right,
I think
right.
I like Austin better than Dallas,
Mhm.
personally.
Mhm.
Yeah, Austin is more like California in the sense that people are more easygoing.
Mhm.
They tend to be like less conservative.
Yeah.
So, which Texas is known for. So,
Mhm. Yeah, right.
uh,
Have you heard anything about Arhangelsk when you were in Portland, Maine? Anyone mention it ever?
no. So, unfortunately, I didn't, and
Mhm.
I had wanted to go back to Portland. So, I only visited
Mhm.
once, but after that first time, I loved it, and I wanted to visit again. So,
Mhm.
maybe if I had gone again, I would have seen like a sign, because
Mhm.
I feel like usually sister cities have signs up somewhere in the city.
Yeah.
So, yeah, next time I go, I will probably visit eventually.
Mhm.
Then I'll look for it.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
definitely something. Okay, well, what else? I have just two more questions. Let's see, do we have anything from our audience?
Yeah, because I can
Uh,
also talk about other things.
yeah, let's see, what else? I can't really, I gotta check the chat through, not my phone, but here. Yeah, what about like New York City or Philadelphia? What do you think of those places?
Yeah, I haven't been. Have you been to either New York City or
Yeah,
Philadelphia?
I've been to NYC a million times, yeah, so that's,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So I have also been. I haven't been a million times, but I've
Yeah.
been a few times.
Mm-hmm.
New York, at
Okay.
least. I have never been to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
What I
Okay.
know about Philadelphia is they're known for their Philly cheesesteak, which is a type of sandwich with cheese and steak,
Right.
which I want to try one day.
Mm-hmm.
New York, I like it a lot, but I find Manhattan to be pretty tiring.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
I,
thing. I used to live there for a little bit. Check it out. We got a question from Nicholas. Do the places you know have old Native American monuments? That's a fantastic question. You can see it
yeah,
here. Mm-hmm.
that is a great question, especially
Mm-hmm.
considering that Thanksgiving has just happened and
Yeah.
there's a lot of tension with Native Americans and sort of how Thanksgiving is portrayed in America.
Yeah.
So I think in California, they tend to be more cognizant of the Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, at the research institute that I worked at in San Diego, I knew a guy who was actually Native American.
Ooh.
So that was really cool. Yeah, like learning more about like Native Americans and how they've been oppressed by the
Mm-hmm.
government.
Yeah.
So, I think like there aren't too many monuments in these cities, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like it's becoming more and more, like people are becoming more and more aware of the way that we've sort of oppressed and kind of
Mm-hmm.
ignored the Native American culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say that a lot of cities up on the northeast, like toward Maine, have Native American names. So they preserve the name of the
Mm-hmm.
city,
Mm-hmm.
the original name, I guess.
Right, right. I mean, have you ever seen any reservations, maybe, or been near them? Because that's
Yeah.
another
That's
topic.
another good question. I have not. I mean, I have not been on a reservation.
Mm-hmm.
I do know that like a lot of times these reservations have like casinos, and that's their way of making money.
Mm-hmm.
So I may have been on a reservation without knowing it. I
Yeah.
think that's possible as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I feel like I don't know too much about
That's okay.
what it's like actually on the reservation. So
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah,
Okay, we got another
that's
question.
definitely something I should.
Well,
Mhm.
we can talk about it next time. Sure. So, who is your favorite American author and your favorite book?
Okay, let's go back to my favorites. So actually, in my favorites, one of the books I put was a British author. So
Yeah.
Huxley is British, so that doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
So in terms of my like favorite American book,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say The Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
I think what I really liked about that book was how, like, in such a short amount of text, a small
Hmm.
amount of text, the author was able to like get such a profound message across.
Yeah.
So yeah, so definitely Fitzgerald's Great Gatsby.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. What I mean, there are like a bunch of other books that I really like that I just aren't coming to mind. I
Hmm.
like a book called. This is not like a classic by any means, but it's really well written and actually
Yeah.
kind of hard to read because the author uses a lot of interesting vocabulary. It's
Hmm.
called The Elegance of the Hedgehog. I
Hmm.
don't remember the author's name.
It,
Yeah.
it's, what is it again?
Yes.
It's about a hedgehog? What was that?
It's not about a hedgehog, but it's entitled "The Elegance of a Hedgehog."
Oh, okay.
Of
Interesting.
Yeah, let me see. I'm looking into it. Oh, I also really like White Noise by Don DeLillo. That's a
Hmm.
classic.
Hmm. For sure.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
those are a few of my favorite books. Yeah. Okay. I don't know the
Hmm.
author of The Elegance of the Hedgehog, but in any event, was that all? What else was in the question? I think there was another.
Well, we got these two. I mean, that's pretty good. Let's see. Maybe what are some places that you'd like to visit in Russia when you come here, besides Arhangelsk, of
Yeah.
course? Hmm.
So obviously I want to visit Arkhangelsk. I've never been it's in the Arctic Circle, right?
Yeah, but it's like right on the edge,
On the
so it's not
on the
really like it's not Murmansk. It's not that hardcore. But it's there. Yeah, it's a part of the Arctic. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been like that far north to begin with.
Hmm.
I think the farthest north I've been is Oslo in Norway.
Yeah, yeah. That's even more up there, I guess. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So in any event, I'd love to visit and sort of see what it's like to in a like a really, I guess, canonical Russian city.
Yeah. Hmm.
But yeah, I also do definitely want to visit Moscow and St. Petersburg because I mean,
Hmm.
while I'm in Russia, might as well.
Yeah.
And I've heard really great things about both cities.
Yeah, yeah. St. Petersburg is great. It's like a European, very European. I went there for a week, very, very recently. Fantastic. So, like Moscow, St. Petersburg, Arkhangelsk, got you covered because Arkhangelsk is a canonical Russian city. St. Petersburg is European, and Moscow is Moscow. You know how it is.
Right.
Okay, so that was really good. I think we got our everything covered, all our bases covered. Let me check if there are any more questions, but other than that, I think that's about it. Oh, ooh, have you ever been to Redwood? What was it like? Perfect.
Ooh, like in California, like have I
Yeah.
ever been?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So California has a lot of natural beauty,
Mhm.
and I have been to a place called Big Sur, which
Mhm.
is maybe like 1 to 2, no, more like 2 to 3 hours drive south of the Bay Area,
Mhm.
and it's right along the coast. So you have these beautiful, tall, huge redwoods and
Mhm.
sequoia trees.
Yeah.
Like
Awesome.
I think, yeah, one of the biggest ones you could even drive through. They like cut a hole in the trunk and you can go through it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so they're gorgeous. There's a lot of redwood trees in California,
Mhm.
but with all the wildfires happening,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's really sad because a lot of that nature is being burned.
Mhm.
Um,
For
but
sure. For sure. Okay, let's see. Now, Svetlana is asking, Rochelle, where does your mom live? In what city? And how often do you visit her? Do you love your mother, in other words?
yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
noticed, or I realized myself that I had put a lot of photos with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have a dad, and
Hmm.
they're both together.
Good.
I'm just very close to my mom.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, so my parents currently live in Austin, Texas.
Hmm.
However, up until about 2 years ago, they lived in California, in the Bay Area.
Nice, nice,
And
nice.
yeah, but my parents are from Turkey originally, so they both grew up in Istanbul.
Hmm. That's interesting. I mean, there's so much to talk about. I mean, Turkey, how it's like there. How did you end up in Australia, then move to America? There's just so much to cover. So what we can do is just do it when you come to Arkhangelsk, hopefully this summer, and then we can discuss all of that. later on. But thank you.
I would love to.
Yeah, thank you so much for preparing this presentation and being with us. And honestly, it's gonna be awesome when you actually come here. I'd love to see you, all of us here in Arhangelsk. Okay, so thanks, Rachel. Let's keep in touch, and we'll do it all live and in person, just a few months from now. Okay.
I hope so. I hope so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. And have a good evening. And yeah, we'll all keep in touch. All right.
Awesome.
Perfect. Let me end the translation. Wait, I gotta do my fancy little. Be right back. Okay, did it work? I don't know if it worked. That's cool though.